Can a tiny piece of fruit really be the reason you're waking up 2 or 3 times every night? It might sound strange, but for thousands of people over 60, that's exactly what's happening. You finish dinner, maybe have a slice of fruit thinking it's healthy, and then your bladder refuses to let you sleep. What if that healthy habit is actually the problem? In this video, we're breaking down the 5 fruits that help you sleep through the night, and the 5 that may be secretly sabotaging your rest. One small change tonight could mean deeper, uninterrupted sleep tomorrow. Let's dive in. 5. Fruits to eat to prevent nighttime urination. These fruits calm the bladder, support digestion, and reduce irritation. Number 1. Banana. When it comes to fruits, few are as misunderstood as the banana. It's common, it's cheap, and it often gets overlooked. But for people over 60 struggling with nighttime bathroom trips, the banana might just be your bladder's best friend. Here's why. Bananas are naturally low in acid. That's a big deal for sensitive bladders. Acidic foods can irritate the bladder lining, triggering it to contract even when there's barely any urine inside. Bananas do the opposite. They soothe. Even more importantly, bananas are rich in potassium. One medium banana has about 400 milliliters of this vital mineral, which helps relax the smooth muscles of your bladder. When those muscles stay calm, your bladder holds more without sending emergency signals to your brain at 2 a.m. But timing is everything. A banana right after dinner may not give you the same benefit as eating one about an hour before bed. That gap gives your body time to digest it properly and allows the potassium to do its job without triggering extra digestion-related pressure on your bladder. A few quick tips. Choose bananas that are ripe but not mushy. Avoid eating them ice cold straight from the fridge. That can upset digestion, especially in older adults. And if you're sensitive to sugar at night, try eating just half a banana to start. So yes, this simple fruit, often overlooked as just basic, might be the key to fewer bathroom trips and deeper, longer sleep. And the best part? It's not a medication or a supplement. It's just nature doing what it does best. Coming up next, another everyday fruit that supports your bladder and digestion in a completely different way. Number 2. Papaya. Papaya doesn't scream for attention. It's not flashy. It's not trendy. But when it comes to better sleep and bladder relief, this soft orange fruit is quietly powerful. Why? Because papaya does 2 critical things that help reduce those frustrating nighttime bathroom trips. It calms your digestion and lightens the pressure on your bladder. Papaya contains a natural enzyme called papain, which helps break down proteins and ease the digestive load. That may not sound like it has anything to do with urination, but here's the connection. When your stomach and intestines are heavy or bloated, they press down on your bladder. That pressure can create a false sense of urgency, making you feel like you have to go, even when your bladder is barely half full. Papaya also has an alkalizing effect on the body. Unlike acidic fruits that lower your urine's pH and irritate your bladder lining, papaya keeps things neutral and gentle. That means fewer false alarms from your bladder in the middle of the night. For best results, eat a small serving of ripe papaya, about 1 cup after dinner, but at least 90 minutes before bed. It should be soft, orange, and sweet, not overripe or too raw. And skip the fridge. Cold papaya can slow digestion in older adults. One simple slice can be the difference between waking up twice at night or sleeping through until morning. It's not about avoiding fruit, it's about choosing the right one at the right time. And papaya is one of those quiet heroes that deserves a spot in your evening routine. Next, we'll look at a fruit that not only calms your bladder, but also helps relieve another common cause of nighttime urgency: constipation. Number 3. Pear. If your bladder is waking you up at night, your intestines might be playing a secret role too. That's where the pear comes in, not just as a sweet, refreshing snack, but as a double-action helper for both digestion and bladder control. Here's the thing. Many older adults deal with mild constipation without even realizing it. And when your intestines are backed up, they create pressure on your bladder. That pressure can trigger those urgent, middle-of-the-night bathroom trips, even when your bladder isn't actually full. Pears are naturally rich in something called sorbitol, a gentle sugar alcohol that draws water into the intestines and promotes smooth, natural bowel movements. In simple terms, pears help you go, so you're less likely to feel bladder pressure when you lie down. But that's not all. Pears are also low in acid, which means they're incredibly gentle on sensitive bladders. Unlike citrus fruits that can irritate the bladder lining and trigger frequent urination, pears keep things calm and balanced. The best time to eat a pear? Mid to late afternoon, ideally between 3 and 5 p.m. That gives your body time to process it and benefit from its digestive support before bedtime. Eat it with the skin on for extra fiber, but make sure it's washed thoroughly. Chew slowly and avoid combining it with heavy meals. So while it may look like just a light snack, a pear can quietly help reduce nighttime urgency by improving digestion and relaxing your bladder at the same time. Coming up next, a fruit that's often misunderstood. It's full of water, yes, but when eaten at the right time, it can actually reduce inflammation and support better sleep. Number 4. Watermelon. Watermelon seems like the last fruit you'd want if you're trying to avoid late-night bathroom trips. It's over 90% water. Shouldn't that increase urination? Yes, if you eat it at the wrong time. But when timed right, watermelon can actually help your bladder, not hurt it. Here's how. Watermelon is rich in lycopene, a powerful antioxidant that reduces inflammation in the urinary tract. For men, it also supports prostate health, which is a major factor in frequent urination after 60. For both men and women, less inflammation means fewer signals to go when your bladder isn't really full. But timing is everything. Eating watermelon in the evening floods your body with fluid, just as your kidneys start slowing down for the night. That can lead to, you guessed it, multiple trips to the bathroom. Instead, enjoy watermelon before 2 p.m., ideally on an empty stomach. A small bowl, around 1 cup, is enough to get the anti-inflammatory benefits without overloading your system with water too late in the day. Another tip, always eat it plain. Don't mix watermelon with dairy, like yogurt or milk-based smoothies, and don't chill it too much. Ice-cold fruit can slow digestion and upset the stomach, especially for older adults. So while it may seem like watermelon is part of the problem, it can actually be part of the solution, if you treat it as a morning or early afternoon snack. A few bites at the right time can support your bladder and reduce irritation, instead of triggering it after dark. Up next, a backyard classic that's low in acid, high in vitamin C, and surprisingly helpful for nighttime bladder relief. Number 5. Guava. Guava doesn't get nearly enough credit. It's not flashy. It's not trending on health blogs. But when it comes to supporting bladder health, especially after 60, guava is a quiet powerhouse. What makes it special? For starters, guava is packed with vitamin C, which supports immune function and urinary tract health. But unlike oranges or lemons, guava is naturally low in citric acid. That means it delivers the benefits of vitamin C without irritating your bladder. It also contains natural anti-inflammatory compounds that help reduce swelling in the urinary tract. If you often feel a burning sensation or urgency with little output, guava might help ease those symptoms over time. The texture of guava matters too. Slightly firm, not overly ripe, is ideal. That's when it contains the most bladder-friendly nutrients without becoming too sugary or heavy. You'll also want to avoid mixing guava with milk or salty toppings, which can interfere with digestion and hydration. The best time to eat guava, around 4 to 5 p.m., a few hours before dinner. This gives your body enough time to digest it fully and absorb its benefits before you lie down for the night. Peel it if the skin feels too thick, and chew slowly. The natural fiber will also support your gut, which, as we've seen, can quietly influence your bladder's behavior too. It's a simple, natural shift that can lead to real results: less urgency, less discomfort, and more uninterrupted sleep. Now that we've covered the 5 best fruits to eat, let's flip the script, because even healthy fruits can wreck your sleep if you eat them at the wrong time. 5 fruits to avoid after sunset. These fruits irritate the bladder, increase acid in urine, or cause bloating that leads to nighttime urination. Number 1. Orange. Oranges are often seen as the perfect healthy snack, packed with vitamin C, refreshing and delicious. But for many people over 60, eating oranges late in the day might be quietly sabotaging their sleep. The main culprit? Citric acid. Oranges are loaded with this natural acid, which lowers the pH of your urine, making it more acidic. For a sensitive bladder, especially one that becomes more reactive with age, acidic urine can irritate the bladder lining. This irritation triggers the bladder to send urgent signals to your brain, even when it's not really full. Imagine waking up at 1 a.m. or 3 a.m. with that uncomfortable, urgent need to pee. You might think it's just age catching up, but your evening orange could be playing a bigger role than you realize. One person shared how drinking a glass of orange juice every evening became a nightly ritual. The result? Multiple trips to the bathroom, broken sleep, and growing frustration. Once they moved their orange juice to earlier in the day, before 2 p.m., their sleep improved dramatically within days. The takeaway: it's not that you need to avoid oranges altogether. They're full of great nutrients and antioxidants. But timing matters. Eating or drinking oranges late in the evening floods your bladder with acid just as your body is preparing for rest. This sets off a chain reaction of irritation and urgency. If you love oranges, enjoy them with breakfast or lunch. Avoid citrus snacks or juices after mid-afternoon. That simple change can be the difference between waking up multiple times and sleeping soundly through the night. Coming up, another tropical favorite that might surprise you with its impact on nighttime urgency. Number 2. Pineapple. Pineapple is often seen as a sweet, refreshing treat, especially in fruit salads or smoothies. But for many people over 60, enjoying pineapple after dinner can backfire, causing restless nights and more trips to the bathroom. The secret lies in an enzyme called bromelain. This natural compound helps break down proteins and supports digestion, which sounds great, until it starts stimulating your bowels too much. When your intestines become overly active, especially as you lie down, they can press against your bladder, creating false urges to urinate. One woman shared how she began having pineapple slices after dinner to ease occasional constipation. While her digestion improved, she also noticed she was waking up earlier and more frequently to urinate, even when her bladder wasn't full. This pressure from increased bowel activity is subtle but powerful. Your bladder mistakes it for a full bladder, sending urgent signals to your brain. That's why some people find pineapple causes more nighttime urgency than they expected. The solution? Avoid pineapple after sunset. If you want to enjoy it, eat it earlier in the day, ideally with a light meal, to give your body enough time to digest it fully. Also, avoid mixing pineapple with dairy or heavy meals, which can slow digestion and increase bloating. If you're dealing with nighttime bladder issues, try swapping pineapple for a gentler fruit like papaya or pear in the evening. These fruits calm your digestion and help reduce pressure on your bladder, promoting deeper, uninterrupted sleep. Next up, grapes, a small fruit with a big impact on nighttime discomfort. Number 3. Grapes. Grapes are a favorite easy snack, sweet, juicy, and perfect for any time. But if you find yourself waking up at night more often, grapes might be an unexpected culprit, especially when eaten late or on a full stomach. Why? Grapes contain natural sugars that can start fermenting in your gut if digestion slows down, which happens more as we age. This fermentation produces gas and bloating, leading to pressure in the lower abdomen that presses against the bladder. That pressure triggers the urgent need to urinate, even when your bladder isn't full. On top of that, grape skins can be tough to digest for older adults. Undigested skins may add to gas buildup, increasing that uncomfortable bloated feeling and nighttime urgency. One retired teacher shared how he loved snacking on black grapes after dinner, but noticed he was waking up twice or more every night. When he switched to eating peeled grapes earlier in the day, his sleep improved remarkably. If you want to keep grapes in your diet, timing and preparation matter. Choose ripe grapes, peel off the skins, and eat them in the morning or early afternoon. Avoid eating chilled grapes at night or mixing them with dairy like yogurt or milk, which can slow digestion and increase bloating. Remember, it's not about cutting out foods you enjoy. It's about understanding how your body reacts and making simple adjustments. Coming up, a common kitchen staple that might surprise you with its effect on bladder health, especially when eaten raw in the evening. Number 4. Citrus juice mixes. A fresh glass of citrus juice, orange, lemon, maybe even a splash of lime, feels like the perfect healthy refreshment. But when these fruits are blended into juice mixes, especially after dinner, they can cause more harm than good for people over 60 struggling with nighttime bathroom trips. The problem is concentration. Whole fruits come with fiber and take longer to digest, but juices deliver a high concentration of citric acid and sugar straight into your system. This sudden acid load lowers your urine's pH, making it more acidic and irritating your bladder lining. For an aging bladder, this irritation is a red flag. It sends urgent signals to your brain, even when your bladder isn't full, causing multiple trips to the bathroom and broken sleep. One common mistake is assuming fruit juice is lighter or easier on the stomach than solid fruit. In reality, juices hit your bladder faster and with greater intensity. If you're someone who enjoys citrus juice mixes, the key is timing. Avoid drinking them after mid-afternoon. Instead, enjoy your citrus juice earlier in the day, when your kidneys are more efficient at processing fluids and your bladder can recover before bedtime. If you want a soothing drink after dinner, try warm water with a slice of pear or a few cubes of room-temperature watermelon. These options hydrate without irritating your bladder. Remember, it's not about cutting out healthy foods or drinks, but about making small timing changes that support your body's natural rhythms. Coming up, a common kitchen staple you probably use daily. Find out why raw tomatoes deserve a second look when it comes to nighttime bladder comfort. Number 5. Raw tomatoes. Tomatoes are a staple in kitchens everywhere, adding color and flavor to countless dishes. But when it comes to bladder health, especially for those over 60, raw tomatoes eaten in the evening can quietly cause trouble. The reason lies in a compound called oxalic acid, found in raw tomatoes. This acid can contribute to the formation of tiny crystals in the urine, mildly irritating the bladder lining. For a bladder that's already sensitive with age, this irritation can trigger those frustrating urges to urinate more often, even when it's not necessary. Many people enjoy raw tomato slices in salads or as a fresh snack after dinner, thinking it's a healthy choice. But a couple shared how their nightly habit of eating tomato onion salad led to disrupted sleep with frequent bathroom trips. When they switched to cooked tomatoes or steamed vegetables in the evening, their sleep improved without any medicines. Cooking tomatoes reduces the oxalic acid content and makes them gentler on the bladder. So if you love tomatoes, save the raw ones for earlier in the day, or cook them into your meals after sunset. Avoid eating raw tomatoes with salt or spicy seasonings at night, as these can further irritate the bladder and digestive system. This small change, cooking tomatoes instead of eating them raw in the evening, can make a surprisingly big difference in how well you sleep. Next, we'll wrap up the fruits to avoid section and move into timing tips that will help you put all this into action. Now that you know which fruits to enjoy and when, try making just one small change tonight. Notice how your sleep improves and your nights become quieter. If this helped you, share your experience in the comments and don't forget to subscribe for more tips to live better every day.